Hi, I'm Vladimire Calixte, and this is Beyond the Book. I'm actually a family and marriage and couples therapist in private practice called Life Rebuilding in New York City. And my passion is to help couples not only to survive, but to thrive. When I was watching the ladies' discussion, the first thing that came to mind is having the right communication, sitting down together, having a conversation. So what would happen to us if this occurs? What would happen to us if we lost money? What would happen to us if something tragic happens? What are we gonna do?
There's something my father's always said, in that before a couple gets married, they should go to marriage counseling. Are we going towards the right step that's for us, rather than just going to this American marriage that we so often dream about?
So I do agree with Janelle in that her father made a good point in seeking premarital counseling, because you want to be able to talk about everything. And first of all, you want to know whether or not this is the right person. So just because you are engaged, that doesn't necessarily mean that's the right person. So we want to talk about how many children do we want to have? If I lose my job, what are we doing? What are the roles? One of the most important things that I love to talk about, even in my couple sessions, is what did I bring to this relationship from my past or my childhood that may affect this relationship or that's not resolved? Those things are really important. So if we bring insecurity issues, if we bring attachment issues, these things are important for us to talk about so that you know what to expect in the marriage. So one of the huge problems that I see a lot of times in my couple sessions is about disputes about money. One of the things I encourage in my couple sessions is having a monthly meeting to talk about the bills, the expenses. I always encourage my clients to be honest and be transparent and be open about what it is they're doing and why they're doing it. And that goes for money.
Can a man and a woman have a platonic friendship? Because clearly it states at the beginning of the novel that they had been friends since quote unquote childhood.
One of the disputes that we often have is, can a man or a woman who's married be best friends with a man? Or the opposite, can a married man be best friends with a woman? And similar to the ladies' discussion, I definitely believe it's all about setting emotional boundaries.
Intimacy starts in the conversation. It doesn't always start physically. So there was too much space, they were too close in the mind.
Okay.
And once the husband was physically removed, it was easy to go out of the mind and into the body. No,
Intimacy is into me, you see. So that person was able to see into the main character. So it made it easy for her to connect physically because she already connected emotionally. What I see a lot in my practice is that we think there's a big difference between physical cheating and emotional cheating. And there's no such thing. The same emotional cheating is just as hurtful, if not worse, than physical cheating. And actually, it is worse because you're sharing your dreams and your hopes with someone when there's an emotional connection. I usually say that sex is easy, but that intimacy, that emotional connection, that's the hard part. I always encourage my couples, the connection that you want to have is that emotional connection with your spouse, with your boyfriend, with your girlfriend, because that's actually the hard part. The taking off your clothes, that's the easy part. But definitely being able to connect, to say I'm hurt, to say that I'm not feeling wanted, to say that I'm sad, that's the hard part. It's an interesting title. I love the title, In American Marriage, and I do spend most of my time exploring what American marriage is, what does it look like? So a lot of what I'm seeing in American marriages is not feeling heard. So if you're not feeling heard, if there's no right communication, there's going to be conflict, and the conflict are not going to be resolved. And these chronic issues, they're going to continue. So I would say at the heart of making an American marriage work is right communication. Being honest, forthcoming about what it is that you're feeling and why you're feeling it. Listen intently as the listener. Listen intently to what your husband, what your wife is saying. When you sit down to talk, what you want both parties to come away feeling heard, to come away feeling understood, loved, even if you don't agree. My advice, if you want to improve your marriage, is that it starts with you. Because I believe that our relationships give us the best opportunity to learn more about who we are. Be honest about what you see in the mirror. So if you're someone who's constantly criticizing your spouse, go into why. So look within. And once you do that, it will lead to a thriving, healthy, happy marriage, because it starts with you. If you are interested in any of the things that I just talked about, check out my book, Naked and Transparent, 6 Vital Tools for Knowing Yourself and Attracting Healthy Relationships, on Amazon. My name is Vladimire Calixte, and I just joined the tea.